Center of Idaho. My name is Woody, and we're here today to talk about our brand new exhibit, Phenomenal Forces, which will be here until June 7th. Right behind me is one of our first exhibits we're going to talk about, which is called Pendulum Patterns. The idea is we've got a bunch of different pendulums here. You pull them all out, and then you release them, and they start swinging. Originally, they start all synchronized at the same time, but the shortest pendulums have got the shortest period and swing the fastest. The longest pendulums have got the longer period and swing slower, and as time goes by, eventually they get out of sync, so that after 15 seconds, every other one is synced. And if you give it longer still, they'll eventually go back to the sinusoidal and then all synchronized together again, and they'll all swing in the same exact pattern. Over here at our next exhibit, Water Freezer, what you do is you have your vacuum chamber here, you close it off, you push down the button, and it starts to pull a vacuum in here. When it's pulling that vacuum, it squirts a little bit of water inside the chamber. Now, as that vacuum starts to pull away, some of that water begins to boil off. When that water is boiling, what it's actually doing is it's causing evaporation, which cools the remaining bit of water down. Eventually, that remaining bit of water gets cool enough that it freezes and forms a thin layer of ice. Once it's frozen, you can go ahead and release the vacuum, and then, as the vacuum is released, you can reach inside the chamber here and pull out the small bit of ice that was formed by that vacuum. There it is. Finally, we're over here at our bicycle wheel gyro, where the idea is you can get the bicycle wheel spinning, and once it's spinning really fast, you can transfer some of that angular momentum from the bike wheel to the rider in this chair, and get the rider in the chair to spin all the way around, just like on a gyroscope. We'll go ahead and give it a try. Here we go. First, we got to get it spinning up to speed. You got to get it spinning really fast in order to make this work. Then you can take it and turn it to the side, and have it spin you all the way around. So that's pretty much the exhibit that we have. So I hope you stop by sometime between now and June 7th to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
All right, Woody pretty much just summed up our speech, but we're doing the Discovery Center of Idaho. And by the end of this, we hope that you'll all agree with us that the Discovery Center is a great asset to our community and continues to educate people with a hands-on approach. The Discovery Center of Idaho provides our community with educational opportunities that encourage lifelong and interactive learning to people of all ages. We are members of this community, and so is the Discovery Center of Idaho. The Discovery Center makes an effort to include all members of our community, not just kids, which most people normally think, but it's open to anybody that wants to come, and not only that, but they also send groups to schools and different community like gatherings, and they teach classes and stuff, so they're really trying to reach out to everybody. The members of our group went to the Discovery Center of Idaho, and we got to go on a tour, and we interviewed a member of the staff, and we actually interviewed Woody Sobey, and he's the educational director. He's a very cool guy. We've done a lot of research on this project, and we've incorporated it into our presentation. We will first be introducing you to the history of the Discovery Center and how it affects our community. Then we will actually go over a couple of our favorite exhibits. And then we will discuss future plans, all while attempting to persuade you to visit, volunteer, and donate to this amazing organization. So first, Chu is going to give us a brief background about the history.
The Discovery Center of Idaho was opened in 1989. It was a project started by the Junior League of Boise. According to Arthur Doug Lambuth, the Junior League of Boise worked on this project for 6 years before it was open to the public. In our interview with Woody, he also told us that the actual site of the Discovery Center had military barracks. At the beginning, the center was home to temporary exhibition and physical studies and development. Right now, the Discovery Center has grown into 26,000 feet square science museum with more than 150 exhibits. The mission of the Discovery Center is to provide experience and educational opportunities that is inspire lifelong learning and interesting in science, math, and technology. The Discover Center offers many displays and demonstrations that visitors are able to play with. In Discover Center, you can view weather from the space, ride electricity through your body, and tear water apart. Just like Arthur Brown said, when you explore this mystery yourself with these things, you will gain an understanding of how the universe works. Since it was opened in 1989, the Discover Center had a great impact on Boise. Jessica will tell you something more about it.
All right. Approximately 100,000 visitors come to the Discover Center each year. And in our interview with Woody, he said that they were recently acknowledged for serving more people per square foot for less money than all other science museums like it in the complete Northwest. So it was a huge accomplishment for them, and they're really proud of that acknowledgement. We asked him how he felt the the Discovery Center most impacted our area, and he said that it gets children excited about learning. It is especially effective in tactile learners who have a hard time grasping concepts from a textbook. And my husband's kind of that way, so it was really fun to go and see him play with this stuff. The Discovery Center has special days which the entry fees are lower. Normally it's $6.50 for adults and $4 for children, but they have days like Homeschool Day and celebrating children and family days that the prices are either lower or free. And actually this Saturday is the celebration of children and families, and admission is free from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I really encourage you guys to go and spend the days with your family and friends, because like I said, it's for all people. Anybody can enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Not only do thousands visit the center, but 15 to 20,000 people are visited with a program called the Outreach Program. And what they do is they get a 30 to 45-minute science show, and they go to schools and they teach kids, and the kids get to come up and interact with the workers and the projects, and they learn a lot from it. And they also offer like after-school programs and summer camps and resources for teachers. I've been to the Discovery Center several times. Once when I was young, I came to Boise and went with my grandparents. Another time, Willie and I went on a date. And then recently, I took a disabled girl that I work with, and she has a really hard time focusing and like keeping her attention on one thing. And she spent over 2 hours playing and interacting with all the things, and she had a blast. And the next week, she asked me to go back, so it was a very good impact on her. Idaho's Hands-On Science Museum has left its mark on our community. In the next section, Willie's going to kind of show you what we mean by hands-on.
All right. So because it has fun, interactive exhibits, the Discovery Center is actually able to inspire education and learning. There's over 160 of these exhibits. They're all made in-house by both volunteers and paid staff. The staff actually refer to the Discovery Center as Wikipedia for your hands. I interviewed Woody Sobey, and he told us that about half of their revenue comes in from admissions, while the other half comes in from donations, or grants that they get. And in one way or another,